everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a little different. If you've been a subscriber for a while, you may have seen this video. If you are new to this channel, you may not have seen this video. So that's why I want to bring it up to the forefront. I put this up a few years ago and I have so many new subscribers since I put this up. And these looks are amazing to me. I hope you guys enjoy them. This process that I used to create this snake look, still the same. Of course, there's different trends and products that we like to use now, but the concept is still the same. I hope you enjoy this video and don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a little tutorial on how I achieve this textured snake skin inspired look. As you can see, it's so cool and different, and I've had a few requests on how I achieve it. P.S. that white glow is available on Wildflower's Nails. And so there's kind of two different techniques on how to do it. Of course, you can have freedom to kind of alter it as you feel. Some people do it slanted, diagonal, wider, shorter, but this is just overall a process of how I do it and what products I use. So this is a little sample that I have to show you guys today. And I just want to start off by saying that I just use like a duochrome color from Madam Glam, as you can see. But feel free to do the base, as you can see at the beginning of the video. You can do a chrome underneath, some shattered glass, anything like that, just a plain solid color. Just make sure you do whatever color you're going to do, whatever process you're going to do. Finish the nail, top coat it, and then this is where it starts. So whatever you did, top coat it, and now we're here. So I'm using this color, the Orly Gel Effects in Luxe, and this Wildflowers brush is my go-to. I do want to add, I still use this brush to this day. Years later, same exact brush. It's an amazing brush. Creating like real good fine lines. I really need to buy another one. And so I always just pull out a piece of tape and stick it on my napkin, and that's what I always use as like a little art palette. So you want to make sure that you don't have too much gel or paint on your brush. And then you're going to go in and create horizontal lines. Now you can make these wider apart, closer apart. You can make them longer from, you know, your left side wall to the right side wall, or you can make them shorter. You can also do them at a, like I said before, at a diagonal, turn some, make some kind of wobbly just to give it a more like natural type look. You see, you could just make them wide, short, as I'm, you know, giving you guys an example, and kind of make the size vary, or you can kind of try and make them perfect. It just depends on the look you're going for. So after I draw those straight lines, you go in and from each corner make like a V. So take it from the left side to a point and the right one, connect it. And that's what I go ahead and do with all of them. Now there's two different, mostly they look similar from the top. The sides are a little different. Now when I get to the other side, I have to say, like, excuse the fact that I made these lines too wide in order to get the detail, but I'll show you guys actual working examples of the difference in action. So you can see I just pulled and made a little V from those horizontal lines, and now from the point of the V I'm just pulling straight down. And again, you can feel free to vary this in whatever way you want. You can, instead of pulling straight down, you could pull them all at an angle, pull some a little one way, some a little the next, and that'll give you, you know, a more, you know, distinct design. So this is an example of how I did that on the side. So you can see I created that V and just pulled straight down. Boom, boom, boom. So that'll give you, you know, one look. And I think both of the looks, you know, are fine. This is the next look I'm going to show you. So you can see on the side how there's more little small squares. And I think they both look cool. I don't know. I feel like this one kind of has a more like realistic look. Not just the background and everything, but the actual like design pattern. This is over like a shattered glass. So in order to do this, it's even easier. You just take from the side and just pull all the way down to the free edge. But because I made these so wide, you don't get as much of a crisscross effect. But if I would have made them shorter, you would have seen more of like the crisscrossing on the side. But literally just start from one line and pull it all the way down one direction and pull the line above it the other direction. And you can kind of see a little bit on that very, very edge, you get a little crisscrossing. But if you would make them shorter, of course, you would see more. And that's it. So I go ahead and feel free to cure at whatever part in this process. I already cured the other side, so it's not like rubbing off onto my glove. But I'm just kind of showing you how you see a little bit of the squares, and you can tell the difference from that side to the other side. So this is an example of this side, just pulling straight down. And of course, this is an example of just crisscrossing all the way down. So then I go ahead, that gel is cured. Go ahead and top coat with whatever top coat you like. So I'm just using this Madam Glam top coat. And it could be a no wipe. We can have a tacky layer. It doesn't really matter. Just finish it. So I'm using the rubber top coat from the gel bottle. And I like this because it self-levels a little bit, but not that fast. You can also use whatever type of builder gel you want. The more like thick it is, the more it's going to stay put. But I kind of like this because it self-levels a little bit. I do want to add that you can skip drawing the lines completely. Do this nail like matte black and take this rubber top coat and just put the texture of the scale. So just literally doing this part without the lines, and you'll get this beautiful subtle 3D look. So that's another option. Just don't do the lines and just the texture. Flows into the texture a little more, if that makes sense. Because if you have a gel that just stays stiff, then I feel like you're gonna see more like it's not gonna flow as well, and it's just gonna be like a real thick like piece on every scale, if that makes sense. So maybe try it out with whatever gels you have on hand. I'm not saying you specifically need this one, but if you do have this one, I'd recommend using it for this process. So you can see I filled in every other scale, and that way it doesn't run into each other. So we do have that space where the actual lines that we put on the nail for the scales don't really have the gel on them. And this is really, really easy. I'm using the little tiny brush from Wildflowers Nails. You can also use a daughter tool to pick up the product. And so I'm going in. You can either flash cure in the light, or you can get a little LED flashlight like this. That one is from Opry, and I'll put the link below. And you can flash cure like that. And then if it's not high as you want it or not as textured, you can also go in and do another layer. The biggest tip I have in this step, which I mean is so easy. I mean, it's a little tedious and time consuming, but it's super easy. It's just filling in the lines. You know, if you can color, you can do this. My biggest tip is to make sure you get to the corners, the little points that we made. I think that makes it gives it a better look than just creating like little tubes. So I think if you get into them little corners, that gives it a little more realistic look. And I can show you right now. You see how I'm pressing and brushing it on? You don't want to brush it on. You want to kind of float it in that space. So you can see right here, I'm just kind of floating it. And you see my brush is not even touching the actual nail itself. I'm just floating that product across. And that'll keep it a little raised. And like I said, I think it'd be better if you have one of these little flashlights. They're on Opry website. I think they were like $6-7, something like that last I looked. And then you can go ahead and flash cure that. And the sooner you flash cure it, especially with this specific gel, this rubber top coat from Gel Bottle, the more texture you're gonna have. So doing the same thing around the sides. And again, I think it's important you get up into the little points, and that'll make it a little more, you know, realistic, give it a better look. And again, I do every other one so it doesn't kind of run into the next one and you just have one big blob. That way you have an actual feel of one scale to the next. So I'm kind of cleaning the sides because you don't want it too pronounced. I mean, at least I don't think that's a good look. You don't want to make it any wider than it has to be. And then on the other side where I do the little diamonds, it's the same exact process. Just fill in the little diamond, little squares. If you have a whole bunch of tiny ones, fill them all in. You can leave some of the scales blank if you're going to do like a crystal design. That way you're not trying to adhere crystals to like a bumpy textured surface. So I like left the top scale blank with nothing on it, and if I wanted to add crystals there, I could. And then you can go in and top coat this, as I'm showing you with the top coat from Gel Bottle or another top coat. I don't really find it's necessary specifically with this rubber top coat that I'm using. But if you're using a different builder gel that left a texture you didn't like or wasn't shiny, you could go ahead and top coat. But with this rubber top coat, it's not necessary because it doesn't leave a weird texture and it is very shiny. So I really hope you guys learn something from this tutorial. It's super easy. It's just a tedious process. So please don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye. Well, that is the end of that video, so I'm saying bye again. If you guys appreciated me bringing a video you may have missed to the forefront, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. Let me know below. If you hated it, you don't have to thumbs down, but still, let me know below. I really thank you guys for watching. Please stay safe. I also wanted to let you guys know, if you're interested in purchasing my pricing guide, I have it as an automated process. The link is down below if you like to purchase, if you're having a difficulty pricing, if you want to put up salon rules. I have information for keys to longer lasting nails, and processes with missing appointments, late fees, things like that. So if you're interested in a booklet, a soft copy booklet that will help you out, help you price, and have this information about booking appointments, go ahead and check the link below for my pricing guide. It's $35 and you'll be prompted to pay. And I really thank you guys for watching again. Please stay safe, wear your mask, cover your eyes. Bye, guys.